Hello guys and welcome everyone to today's edition of Le Mans Ultimate. Guys, welcome to the launch party of Qatar of the DLC Pack 5. Guys, we are out on Qatar with the BMW Hypercar and we're about to get going for a couple of installation laps. So we are getting ready for some good fun tonight, I hope. Let's see how this goes. Headlights are on. Marco Gito, Elo, and Nicholas KGB, thank you so much for joining, guys. Welcome. Yes, no iRacing on our end tonight, despite, of course, iRacing probably being the talking point of today. I don't know whether they are still in update phase or not. Either way, we are in Qatar, we are on Le Mans Ultimate, and I'm being in the unpopular BMW and see whether we have some chance with this. Obviously, as soon as the tires are coming up to life. Hard tires indeed. I thought, like, even for fresh tires, this felt shit. Here we go. Need to be careful later on in the in the multiplayer. Do we have damage from that? Nope. Well, that is why we made the choice for the BMW. I want to see whether it's somewhat competitive. I know in doubt what the BMW can do. I'm expecting a Book Fest or a Toyota Fest. Wow, so much traffic though. What about the R in the end of Qatar? Or is it Qatar without an R? I don't know. Yes, the BMW indeed has a nice balance, which is the reason why I'm trying to go for it again. But just looking at that Peugeot right ahead of me, I kind of fear I have no chance unless the guy is on low fuel. So let's see how quick we can get this BMW here. It is a setup that we raced at Bahrain, which I consider being hopefully a viable option. I'm not sure if it's a typical Peugeot driver, but certainly he slowed down so much before his lap. I was in his draft, so more contact. And just another contact. Who'd learn driving? Was he in the race with Yanni as well? Yeah, like from that hit my suspension is broke. For the legend. I shouldn't get into those fights, it's ridiculous. El Plan is still on the stream, on the screen. Thank you so much. Go on with it. Yeah, it is probably not the most easiest track to learn, that might be right. Fine, out on the same tires. I think traffic management is going to be an interesting one around here. What about the 0% tire buck? Let me know. Oh, track limits. It's insane. Lock up the front on the turn entry and yet lose the rear mid corner. Uh-oh. What? That is a track limit as well. Fancy. And honestly, on top of that, I have no pace. Okay, do we have tire temp? Yes, we do. So, can we actually do a lap without track limits? We don't need to care about our car pace. If the track limits are still are just denying us track time everywhere. Rotation, 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 track limits, here we go. It's the guy from YouTube, very lovely said. So that was a shit sector 3. Tom on the cars, hello there, how you doing? Noise, into the gravel we went. Lex TL, thank you very much for the follow, appreciate it. Oh, I need one more lap. To see in sector 3. I can't brake the car for this turn, it's ridiculous. Okay, so there's a bit more time in it, but I use 40% in game, 100 on the wheelbase. Oof. High 40s in the race. Yeah, I'm very far away from high 40s. Fuck's sake, wirklich. Like I can do a 42 mid or something right now. I love the new tire update feature. Just need to get used to it. I think there's going to be numerous dive bombs into turn 1. No, it also applies to wet tires, but obviously only to the GT3s. Tires are not ready yet. Not ready at all. Oops. That was more of a deadly rejoin than I thought it would be. I wonder whether the diff is a bit too open. Hey, HSR. No, I never thought about doing that video in this way specifically. Well, maybe it might be a good idea. It is like I can't help it. It is the rear anti-roll bar. It makes the car spiral that bad. And this is also not working setup wise. Okay. Issues. We have how many more? 3 more minutes. Nice. I go blindfold into a race, not even having done a single lap. Wildly clicking on the setup. Okay, then it is what it is. We save the set. Nice. Why does it now say spa? Oh, there's sadly lots of bugs, I think. Does it make sense to join another server for 8 minutes? I think it does. Oh, let's see. Maybe it's just gonna put us back into the same server that we just left. I'll be right back. Okay. So let's try again. With the setup that we just had. Boomer Simpson, thank you very much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, just pop changes for the LMHs and the LMDh for the hypercars in general. Hey Gabriel, you mean so much shit in your life or so much shit in general world society life? If it's about your life and so much shit going on, or the overall world society life. Because the overall world society life is shit every day since multiple years now. Like I turn in, the car feels lazy, and as soon as I'm completely off the throttle, the rear just over-rotates badly. Probably a very dumb idea of me to take the BMW. I might know why. It is 1651 in the server. Settings, controls, calibrate. Fuck me, that's why. I hope that fixes so many things. Steering wheel rotation, not what I use on the hypercar. Watch me to now miss every apex because the turn-in doesn't hit anymore. Yeah, much better than before. Very nice. Event starting on the right hand side. A very good indicator. Very much appreciated and needed. Later Apex Mitchie. missed the apex completely. Never mind. Bad momentum on the exit, never mind though. Finally, I can fix that with that balance in the race with the ARBs then. At least give me a 42, come on. At least a 42. 41.8. Yeah, this is how quickly it can go. A couple of wrong settings and you're thrown off completely. This also will make huge changes to the Ferrari I drove yesterday. Sometimes I hate the shenanigans around the driving. Well, now I can't register with my livery that I thought could maybe be up. Before we jump into it, I'll quickly reload it for a short moment. Our finalized livery for the BMW. Wanted to run it tonight. Sadly, couldn't get it going because I think the system is down. Ha! Damn it. I could have had it up if I was probably earlier on. HSR Motorsport, thank you so much. Well, I don't know whether the race control system would take it now. Anyway, it is what it is. We're on with the default paint. MD, you hoped for no reason. Right, kudos to Lukas Kreuzer and Mark V. The guys are likely going to be winning that one. Well, we'll see, right? Okay, right, I haven't obviously cooked up. with the fuel. I don't know how fuel heavy this track was, but 10 minutes times 60 divided by what were we doing? 40s. Yeah, it's probably 6 laps in total anyway. Okay. So this is going to be important because in a 100-minute race, I would assume it's going to be tricky with the tires, I think. You're gonna go for a fresh set if you're not going for a fresh set, and so on. Anyway, we're coming to... my pillow. Awesome. Another few tenths found. So we're coming to the race. Welcome guys to the Qatar. Why no private quali? Oh my god. Guys, I thought we've learned from that. Apparently we don't. So 4 new tires left, which means very important. What kind of hacks is that then? Is he on the wet or what? Where's everyone's tire temperature coming from? Have they used the tire in the practice and therefore they still have the temperature or what? Or is the Toyota just so OP that it takes the BMW on cold tires also seconds away? Still on the chatting, sorry. There we go. So qualifying is on, first lap coming. Tires are not yet on temperature, of course. Wide entry and go tight. We get a good exit, open up the corner. I think this one is so important that you're sitting on the apex and get the best acceleration possible out there. Because this straight is rather long despite it's not an overtaking opportunity. Need more ARB in the back. Whoa, no. What on earth was that? Marauder, thank you very much for becoming a pit lane access member, buddy. Thank you very much for your support on the YouTube channel. Much appreciated, man. Arguably, that click of ARB needs to be countered with another click of ARB in the front. What the fuck, man? Broken car. I partly put the blame on Studio 397 for that chaos. Like, why the hell? How the hell did you get onto the idea? It would be good to come back from that private qualifying sessions. Okay, no chance with that ARB. Back to the old one. 41.8 it would be. Yeah, Lucas is a good sportsman. So he kinda screwed up and immediately came for the sorry. We should take second on the exit. I click more on the closing diff. Using the tires way too hard. And yet I need to understand what the tire is doing, right? Sim racing setups, I disagree. It would be realistic if they would do a Q1 and a Q2 for GT3s and LMPs and hypercars like they do in the real world. Then I would argue or agree with your argument of realism. Mr. Apex. Lost 2/10, 3/10 maybe. And lost the rest of it. And now I need to start the shittiest lap alive. P7. And I need to hope that this is even a good one. And lock up. And that's it. Can't just go full aggressiveness from here on. Yep. Oh. Amazing job, Mitchie. Just fuck the tires even harder. Ah, and forgot to look it up with the fuel. Just take 93. Whatever. Set this shit. Yo, Flexi. Hello there, thanks for joining. Whatever. Couple of clicky boys. Save it. Oh, this is going to be nuts. P9 we're starting. Am I the only BMW, by the way? Apparently I am. So, we still have a Ferrari in P1. Like, how the fuck's that even possible? Best figures, I agree with you. A BMW has a great balance. But this look... Well... Now let's see what we can do. We're gonna mourn later. Arguably, you guys got a very interesting race coming your way here. Evening there. Guys, welcome to the first Qatar race that we do. Yup, have good luck, enjoy. Alright, here we go. First race in Qatar. Green, green, green. Nuts. Still alive indeed. We jumped 2 spots. Here we go. Here we race. Okay. Apparently I have no front end, but then I'm racing Peugeot's 24, the new OP car on Le Mans Ultimate. My front just doesn't work, like at all. Wow. I've absolutely insane understeer in high speed. Like literally so insane. Anyway, it doesn't help. I need to drive and wrap my head around it. Fucking Google Drive. Yeah, I'm being given the #1 like on iRacing, you know, where the strongest rating driver receives the highest number. So how quick is the car really? Really scared of cuts there. I am losing a shitload of time in Sector 3. And then I don't make that up in the rest of the track really, do I? So what are the people doing? 41.4, 42.1. Let's see. Turn 1 is so sketchy though. So what can I change to the car to make it drivable? Especially to make it more rotating. I feel that ARB is just going to be oversteery AF. Let's see in the high speed. I wouldn't even necessarily say that this is a BMW issue. I probably admit that this is a setup issue given the low amount of prep time that I used. I'm not sure if I can take the inside curb any harder, like... It is very high, you know. And I just would fear that it unsettles the car even further. Drive-through already for the guy behind. That's impressive. Wasn't intended to go around the outside there. Thrills! Thank you very much for the follow, welcome. You're certainly watching a thrill here. You really see that the GT3s are probably a bit more tricky to drive, as the field of GT3s is already quite separated, let's say. Hey Fabio. Car has simply no front end, it's unbearable. Yep. I mean, I've said this before, I don't know what Studio 397 was thinking. The Peugeot was OP before, and then it took a couple of Ferrari guys that have sweated it to even get close to the Puck, and all they do is give it 10 kilograms to the Ferraris only, like GG's. With that we can congratulate Yanis Simoncic or James Baldwin for the VMS Pro Series Championship in Season 2. Petty Fancy, hello there, and thank you so much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. I wanted to give the BMW a go because it has 5 kilograms less and just wanted to see whether it somehow becomes alive. But I'm shit slow. Fabio, I don't know how you did the lap time with the Ferrari in the first place, because from testing in the Ferrari I did mid 41s at best in race fuel condition. I mean, it seems like I can pick up a lot of spots on this race simply from keeping it clean with the track limits. Low 41. Well, but didn't you win the race? I can't remember who won the race. What happened to Timothée? I missed the apex, that obviously never helps. Game didn't change tires for him. Okay. Man, these constant ARB changes of mine is every time I turn into a turn, I don't know what to expect from the front. So I go slower and slower and slower lap by lap. 42.8, 43.0, 44.0, 42.7. I don't really have a lack of FFP. It's not an FFP issue. Fabio, are my lines so shit, or where the hell am I losing all that time? This line was shit, I'm aware of that. Three. 3 or 4 tenths off. Effort. I need to go aggressive. even if it's very much too aggressive. Look at me actually hitting that turn. But what's that Toyota speed, please? Okay, this was a good lap. Couple of greens. Can we start the chase? Well, but there was a good lap. And that's it with a good lap, so what? Nice. Have I just been? No. Was just questioning whether I've just been quick because of GT3 traffic. If there are yellows, you find a GT3 guy somewhere in the gravel. I love that Lambo sound so badly. I was just about to celebrate that I don't get GT3s in the fast turns and that I really gonna make up some time now to the cars ahead. But guess what? I just gifted that advantage away from the lockup. So yeah, Jerome, a couple of more millimeters of curb is a help. Boy Gaming. I always are like this iRacing shit. Have I tried the new GT3 tire model, or are you kinda just gonna wait until forced to open sim format at an event. I think I'm gonna give it a try when I feel like having the time and desire for it. I'm pretty sure I appreciate the GT3 tire model of Le Mans Ultimate over it anyway. You can call me pre-made or re-justiced on it. But just from what I've seen from the LMP, okay, that's an interesting one with the traffic here. Just what I've seen on the LMP, I have absolutely no hope. But I'll be looking forward to see what the community says about GT3 tires on iRacing. Eventually we will get there at some point. Perhaps tomorrow, let's see. Boy, would you say LMU still got the better tire compared to iRacing, or would you say iRacing is back at it? And if it doesn't feel great, I have to say I'd rather stick with the more Ultimate again. I mean, yeah, it's great if you spin, you don't lose your complete tire life, but again, it's not just only about losing tire life, it's also about what can you feel from the tire and how can you put that into your driving. Yeah, he did a video where he praised it, literally. But then perhaps also that was a paid content. I don't know. Alright boys, let's go bitey like a pit bull terrier. I see possibilities here. Moin AMR, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Guys, is a P3 still possible? 6 seconds ahead. We need to very much get our stuff together. Limits. Yeah, track limits. How do you like the new curb sounds on LMU? Shit. 0.75. Yep, and all over the sudden I'm sitting on the hot seat with the 3 points as well. Oh boy. They're still doing 49, 42.9, 42.6. Just can't do them laps. This track is so incredibly technical. I tend to say it's more technical than Portimao. And what it's also kind of bad for is for a YouTube chat or for a stream chat in general, whether that's YouTube or Twitch. Because there's ever so couple of straights, but you're always being occupied turning around there, right? Got to repair all, what, 4? I mean, I know there was some contact here or there. But I don't see anything on MFD. Don't even know where to do my fuel calc. This is good fun running on the track though, that's for sure. Nice! Where did I get that from now? It is too slow though. I can't make any progress. Nice. Thank you, traffic. Safe to say I'm a little bit frustrated with this race. What am I doing? Not sure whether to be more frustrated with the pace of the BMW in the first place, or whether I should be frustrated with the amount of mistakes I'm doing on top of that. At this stage it's literally a lottery if I have a good lap or not. Hey Alpha String, thanks for helping out on the hardware. Guys, if you appreciate the race though, despite I'm not appreciating myself right now, then please have a follow on Twitch. Subscribers on the YouTube channel. I would massively be grateful for you guys' support here. Either the car doesn't turn in or it straight away starts spinning. And the GT3 Spinala saga continues. Golastico, thank you very much for the follow, welcome. And also shout out to Roger Diz and Oide Bala Naji, is that correct? Thank you so much for your subscriptions on the YouTube channel. Welcome to the stream. And another GT3 is around. And this time I'm round. It fits so good into this picture. I think I have to come back with the Ferrari here, straight after this race. And give the Ferrari a blast, straight back into the practice server. BMW has been so nice and balanced for me in the beginning of the year, where we've literally won every other championship with it. And then I received the 20 kilograms DOP, and ever since it's Doku. An hour to go with that pain still. It's just too painful to park it. I will receive a lot of minus DR anyway, but if I park it I will drop a full level of DR. Great to hear, Jimmy. I like it too. It's insane. I don't even know what is a good lap here. In terms of... like, I don't feel it. You can mark that day in your calendar. There's not many days where I'm completely clueless about what's going on. No, come on. Okay, this is... so they're doing 43.3, 43.3, 43.2, 43.5 on average. And I'm doing 40... I mean, there is that one spin in, right, but... 5.5k of players is insane. That's insanely good, especially with iRacing bringing up an update as well. Is Fabio Grigoletto still here, or someone else from the Ferrari veterans? Hey, Ellen. Right, the big boss watching. Ellen, what am I doing wrong on the driving? On the lines and everything. This is one of the most frustrating experiences I've had in a long while. Jane and Andonovsky and who else? Grigoletto, they also took the Hypercar in the race before. And then there's Mark Veit in this one as well. You really just think it's just a BMW? Curb in turn 1 and 2. Tires on the orange part, copy. Did you use hard tires or medium? Like I can also put the hards, right? Like I have nothing to lose. Oh wait, I can't put the hards because no more tires available, right? Awesome. No, my car can't do it on balance. The mediums from qualifying are just extremely screwed up. Because I spun them twice. But it's an Odyssey anyway, like... The bad lap has been erased from the 5-lap average, and what remains is that I'm 7/10 to 9/10 slower than the guys running further ahead. Look at their lap times, what they are doing. 43.1, 43.1, 43.3. I'm doing 43.8. I just can't do it any better. Last try now is stiff front ARB, software ARB, and see if it helps. Oh, front ARB wasn't one. Unlucky. No, I don't have a setup for the Peugeot. I do have a setup for the Ferrari though. That is probably the better comparison lap anyway then. Could it be the case that the car now came alive with 1.1 ARB? Would have been lovely if it did. And apparently it does. Kemeny in. He won't make the full race distance without a splash unless he boxes early to avoid GT traffic. Which is where I'm sitting, not an issue. I mean, I gave myself 15 seconds to make up. This is worse than any last to first challenge. So, box. Let's see what is the gap. Box the guy, box the guy. Something's wrong with the Delta stuff. How the hell did I end up on P5? Oh. What's that track? Whoa, what was that track cut eliminate calculation? Did I touch the white line? I did change tires, yes. Hey, Latat. Ah, Rift Blondie! Ingrid, how are you doing? Thank you so much for your raid. Did you try the new GT3 tire model? Or have you been driving F1? So we're back in the race for whatever reason. Not that we are really back in the race, we somehow jumped 2 spots. Which is more than undeserved. What the hell happened to other people? Oh yeah, must be people repairing indeed. Or something, but this also doesn't make sense. I think on a personal level, the Hypercar pop just got worse, like much worse. So let's see. I mean, P2, 3 and 4 are so close together, it would be so lovely to be on their tail end. But likely won't be. So Alan, you're saying this is the second worst track after Paul Ricard? Paul Ricard is like really... that hypnotizes me a lot. Whom of you have seen the cartoon Jungle Book? Of the snake car that could, you know, flush its eyes with a hypnotic color scheme? That's exactly what Paul Ricard is for me. Hypnotizing snake BS. Interesting. When you do that, not knowing the name of a cat, what do you do with it when you know the name of the cat? Guys, what has happened to my top speed? Or is that just the heavy fuel that makes me going so slow on the straights? Can someone check my top speed from before pitting? The delta going red in the turn 1 is insane. .302 at the end of straight, before the pit stop. Fabio, my game gives me the tires from qualifying again. Now I'm doing 301 while out braking, so I lost 2 kph somehow. Which could be a fuel effect. And suddenly also the car kinda becomes alive. I'm going to have a look into a couple of hours for the real Le Mans 24, yep. I don't know how much seconds I've wasted in those gravel traps. 43-1, 42-8, 42-1. No, 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 no. For a brief moment I thought I had Trent on Kreuzer, but nope. Edivat and Sunrise is 22, thank you very much for the follows. Appreciate it. Oh my god. I'm not sure how I was still pointing straight enough. This gravel trap absolutely bit me. TMC Repairs, thank you very much for the follow, appreciate it. Oh, if rating wouldn't work, this would be a treat for me today, because I would deserve a big minus. No, battery is not clipping. That was purely the gravel trap in combination with the wheel dipping into the hole. So that is a track limit that we need to look at, because that can be abused. Yo, El Taco Man, how you doing, buddy? Update is amazing. Have you tried it too yet? I guess you're more eager to find out about the iRacing update though. Bro, you should give the GT3s a drive, man. Nuts. That's really, really nice stuff. Not gonna lie though, if I wouldn't start screwing up so badly, I think I could have had a chance on Kreuzer. 44.6 for him. Finally, this time I'm going to be closing in a bit. 43.0. But I assume he just had a little bit of an issue with traffic. And that will be it. Ah, where do I hit the Lambo? No, I can't. At least not a full standing. Toyota and Peugeot 24 are P1 and 2. Probably the Peugeot even more than the Toyota. Another 44.2 by Kreuzer. And I'll just give him the gift of doing a bad lap as well. So this is 20 laps to go. At this pace I'm gonna catch Kreuzer. After that, perhaps Porsche or Ferrari. If Porsche in 4th, then BMW and Caddy in 5th and 6th, I guess. Not sure where the Alpine slots in, probably in between them. That's what I think. I'm completely yeeting on these tires though. Yep. GT3 fixed series also with the new tire update, but not with the new cars. I'm not sure if it's me now having fiddled in with the BMW, but you guys see too that somehow our pace now is getting consistently faster. I know a couple of you guys will be like, yeah, Mitchy, less complaining, more driving. I hear you. .43.7 by Kreuzer. 42.6 by us. Guys, we're going hunting. Brandon with the spin. But he's so far ahead that it really literally doesn't make a single difference, right? I don't know what is the best GT3. I wonder, has Lukas Kreuzer not changed the tires? That would be a huge mistake. If he did. Or if he did not, better say. No, come on. Everything we got. Full sense. Yeah, full sense, right? Full stupidity. The good thing is, even if you go for the track limits, you lose time, so you can at least say you're not having an advantage. was very painful that we've lost another 4/10 there for no reason. And for no reason, I mean only by stupidity rather than circumstances. I don't know if the Lambo is better. I've only driven Lambo and Lexus so far. Wait a few days and then the picture will clear up. So can we do a turn 4 and 5 like it is supposed to be done? This would be gigantic. Awesome. Almost awesome. Another 4/10 we lost. $17 more laps to go. And there is for me chances to get at least before. Which after starting 9th it's probably a good result. Federico, I don't think so. I could select up to 100 people given it, and then the lineup can be up to 6, I think, so I would need to create a shed load of lineups, and I can only do 10 lineups, so where do I draw the line? Maybe I allow it for my mods or for paid subscribers. Paid subscribers is actually the only option I see where I could say, yep, this is... I don't know whether the guys pay for it, but then this is not really the type of image I want to create, obviously. Pay driverism. Francesco, you can check out the tutorial about field of view there. I've calculated it, what it is. Oyo Kopo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on the stream. Nearly died on that curb again. So this was actually a fast sector 3. .43.3 for Kreutzer, 43.3 for us. Just a marginally gain. But whatever was wrong with him, he's coming back to life. So what is your thoughts of the race so far? Also of the racetrack, in terms of race friendliness for an endurance race? I honestly think this is a pretty stressful track. Which BMW? Ah, 11 seconds. Damn it. Had to lift it. It's actually hard to even trigger a track limit there. But you should certainly get one for what I've just done. Q&A! Reports! Yes, and then this is out of nowhere an orange one for being half a tire outside or what? Yeah, Kreuzer has, like, patched himself again. Got himself together again. In the meanwhile, and you guys may have seen that already, I've turned this into a little bit of an exploration run, seeing how different lines are working compared to the Delta. Maybe I should actually do a Delta reset time. This is a dangerous one, like you want to have all the retortion prior to apex, but then it's so easy to run too deep into the apex and get yourself a track limit. Oh, come on. Nah, as you say, no time for a breather. It feels a bit like a high-speed Monaco. Like something compared to the Hungaroring, right? Which now... Remember the F1 drivers being completely killed back then in that one race? And it makes total sense as in why. Because this track is nothing else but physical. This is the only straight where you can literally breathe. I should have probably waited a tad longer, but still a good momentum gain out of the turn. And then this has probably been brilliant now. This comes all way too late, 11 more laps to go, 11 more seconds to catch. Yep. Just, yeah. Worst case scenario. Just following that Lexus into the gravel trap. Thrown away a second. Thank you so much for having me. Kreuzer did a cut lap. But I do a 44.3 instead of a 43.3. So there's simply no track limit for this one, right? What about... Yes, exactly, track limit. What? It was green! Oh, come on. The breaking point for this hairpin is so variable because it's so dependent on how you nail or not nail the corner before. Which to me, as of right now, in my condition, is a complete lottery. Just can't get a perfect run through these turns without sitting somewhere in a gravel trap or something. It's literally insane. Or slipping off the racetrack. Or both at the same time. Also, turn 1 seems to open to me in real life, but here in the sim it really feels tight. And that on a day where the iRacing update drops. Hell yeah, we can celebrate. 5,550 players. That is huge. Huge day for them all Ultimates. I need something still to be done about track limits, I think. Well, there weren't any changes on the FFB, so it cannot got worse, at least. Even if you think it's worse. Finally, not 10 more minutes, what the fuck, Germany. Another 10 more minutes. And I can't wait for this to be done, for the well-known reasons. Manchu, that is how force feedback is supposed to work. It always wants to center the steering wheel. To give you indication what the car's doing and how much it's pulling. Yeah, gap to Lucas 8.5, but way too late. Wanted Maniac, thank you very much. Appreciate it. The drift. Wow. I'm losing half a second every lap in the third sector for not making it clean. Is that true? Siljara, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Thank you for your support growing on Twitch. Momentum. Oh. Wow. I didn't see this guy. Suddenly I just saw smoke on the inside. And then when the smoke reappeared in full object, like this wiper was right in the way. Legend. He killed potentially a good lap. And literally any hope to get Kreuzer. I'm having 18 times 1 times 0.4 Newton meter on the steering wheel. What is the broad audience meaning about the GT3 tires and the GT3 behavior? And the community itself? Is there already any rumors somewhere in the online communities or? Yeah, tires are certainly gone. Yeah, you can throw these hypercars so heavily through the turns. This shouldn't be possible at all. Can't wait for the new tire model on hypercars. I might give them a rest actually. And maybe do a bit more GT3 driving. So 3 more laps to go. Laws, thank you very much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Welcome to the stream. You think they're understeering? Didn't you enjoy the bitey and snipiness of the rear? Feshak, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for the support. Yeah guys, and if you want to do like Feshak, if you want to do like the other guys, please have a follow on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like button on the stream and feel free to put your comments either into the chat or in the comments area below after the stream. As we have 2 more laps to go. I'm gonna save that setup of the BMW, take it out in a single player. Do 3 laps with it, put the Ferrari on, do the same. And then we'll see. And obviously we need to have a look at the hot lap leaderboard. "50 seconds though to the lead Toyota." That is, I don't even know how to say it. Too much is an understatement. Literally every lap gets fucked by someone else. I can't believe this. I should do a training on swear words actually. So there's 2 options. Either the BMW is dog shit, or I got dog shit in hypercars. Remember, I've won championships with this car and this setup philosophy. Nothing has changed ever since. Apart from BOP. And now I'm sitting here, getting beaten by 50 seconds by a Toyota. Team Q39, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Can't believe it, without the spin we would have actually had a go on Kreuz in the last lap. Well, nice comeback of us here, I guess. Jeez. Kudos to the guys. Oh wait, I changed this and that. Exit. I thought about doing a fixed race after this one, but now I'm just too curious to see how bad I am with the BMW compared to the Ferrari. Seil, BMW, just heavy, weather 18 light and clouds. Let's go. 3 laps, 4 laps each car. In the freezer, I agree. There could always be something worse than a BMW, which might be the fun one. So let's see what we can deal with it. Setup. And I hope you also appreciate this approach now. It's a bit more scientific than we usually get into it. Getan Quidel, thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry about the contact that we had. I can't remember. Was it in the race? Once I really sent it late on you. I'm sorry about that. Full quality approach, obviously. Did I? Sorry. I thought this was a bug. It's not. Me stupid idiot. I forgot to uncheck the AI. Heavy weather like that. Oh, almost wrong car. Why did the car change now? Man, this track is like Hungaroring on steroids. It's nuts. Complete nuts. Okay, here we go again. Oh, yeah, penalties incoming. Here we go. Oh, no penalties. So, what do you think where you're gonna end up? 41.5? 41.6? Oh yeah, we'll start with yeah. With the invalid lap straight away, but perfectly fine. We have a steering wheel dash, which has given us a delta for a 41.9. Let's see. $41.9. Currently looking at. $41.8. $41.7. $41.756 ish. 7 side, yeah. $41.75. I'm just doing a balance of performance check. This compared to the Ferrari. Both felt shit to me. I know that the Ferrari was significantly slowed down, so I really wonder what this comparison now stands up against. $41.3. I think at this stage the tires might already be overheating a bit. Alright, let's try the Ferrari. 41,305. Only issue is that the Ferrari setup that I have is not that fiddled in. Well, not that fiddled in. I mean, the Ferrari, the BMW wasn't fiddled in really either. But I mean, at least I drove that 60 laps in a row now, right? So I know how it feels. Really tempted to see what this brings up now. Thomas, happy update to you. Okay, give it a go. Let's give it a go. I can't wait for this car to drive completely different. That Ferrari seems... Is it easier over the curbs? Generally speaking, way more rotative. Oh. Feels already better, despite this is only the outlap. Let's see about top speed. We've been measured at 41.8 here on the Delta on the dash. Top speed is way higher than on the BMW. At least 2 or 3 kph. Sputnik, hello there, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Oh, that's the Ferrari just rotates way better on the throttle. Is it quicker though? The front is not set up in a good way. Initially it grips, then it doesn't grip, and then it completely loses it. First lap with a couple of mistakes, 41.6 though. Hetchy, thank you very much for the follow, welcome here. 41.666, yeah. Lap time of the devil or what? Mr. Apex. Yeah. Wow. 41-1. Yeah. Anyway, the setup is not as, like, I'm not as fiddled in with this setup compared to the BMW. And yet, guess what? It's 2/10 faster out of the box. And then the Ferrari has been killed in terms of pop anyway, so you can imagine where the BMW sits. Pain! Big pain. So, let's have a look on the result then. If there is one. Hmm? Hello there. Probably they'd be locked somewhere. No, 153. The last race didn't count. I had 152 already. Ah, it did count. Oh, Jesus Christ. I lost how many points? 15? Where have we been before? Yeah, I lost a shed load, but it's fine. As we spoke, this is learning by driving. Guys, we're gonna call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. We might check a lot more iRacing in this week. Let's see. I'm thinking about when to put streams and so on. Yeah. Hope you've still enjoyed it. Of course, we will do some more Le Mans Ultimate, maybe with a GT3 though. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed the stream, despite this was not the best of streams at all times. So really appreciate your appearance. Hope you have a great start to the week. Hope you will enjoy the Le Mans Ultimate update altogether with everyone out there. We still have some... No, we don't. So we are giving Gamer Marcel a raid with iRacing. I'm pretty sure he's checking out the new GT3 tire mod. So give him a follow, give him a sub. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. And see you next time. Bye-bye.